Right, welcome to episode 2 of the Carnivore Entrepreneur Show. Any entrepreneur that's out there knows what it's like when they first get started on their business or in their business. That's all that matters. All that matters is getting this thing going, getting this thing making money, getting this thing paying your bills, and doing the things that you need it to do, which is making the success and the money that you've always wanted to make. And you put every ounce of effort into it, and it always comes first. The business comes first, especially when you're getting started. The business comes first. You're working hard, you're grinding hard, and you're making sure that you're doing everything, absolutely everything that you need to do to make this a success. You don't have time for anything else. What I'm going to tell you today is I did exactly the same thing. I grinded really hard to get our business going and, neglected other areas of my life. And one of those is your body. And what if I told you that your bank account is a direct reflection on how you treat your body and how healthy your body is? Now, I might be nuts, I might be crazy, but let's think about this for a minute. I'm going to take you back to a time where I was starting my business back in 2017, 2018. I was educating myself all the time. I was learning as much as I possibly could. I was searching for properties because we were starting a property business, and specifically in short-term rentals. That was the business model in property. But besides that, the whole point was I was working, grinding. I was doing a full-time job at the time. I felt like I'd maximized my earning potential in my full-time job. So I was starting a dream for myself. Me and my wife, now Kay, we started our own venture together. And, it was amazing to be able to start that with your wife, and I'm really, really lucky to have a business partner that has opposite skill sets to me. But the point is I was working really, really hard. And yes, we got our business off the ground and we started it going, and we were working every hour that God sends, working in a full-time job, and then in the evenings, mornings, weekends, working extremely hard on the business, and sort of neglected other areas of my life. I still went to the gym. A healthy body isn't just about going to the gym. A healthy body is looking after all areas of your body, watching what goes in it, what you do with it generally throughout the day. And also when you go to the gym, you need to make sure that you look after it after the gym as well. Your body needs a certain amount of rest to be able to recover from the things that you're doing. If you go to the gym and then just keep going and don't give your body any rest, you end up burning yourself out. And actually what happened was my job required a lot of driving, and eventually my job just got the better of me, or my body. Sorry, not my job, but my body got the better of me. I was out for a run, just trying to keep healthy, keep going, and my back gave out. Then by my back giving out, it meant that my sciatic nerve started to hurt as well. The pain just got worse and worse and worse. I really didn't know what to do. And because the pain was so bad, the only thing that I could think about was fixing the pain, getting my body back to fighting fit. And we'd already started our business by this point. We got our first property and we were trying to make a success of it. We were also moving house and planning a wedding at the same time. So it was pretty hectic. When my back gave out, I needed to slow down. I didn't have a choice. And I started swimming, going to physio sessions, and really started to think about my body and how I was looking after it. And I really slowed down some of the other areas of my life to focus on getting my body better. There's a saying that says a healthy person has 1,000 wishes. There's loads of things that you want. When you're fit and you're healthy and you're absolutely fine, there's 1,000 things that you want to go after. But a sick person only has one wish, and that's to not be sick, right? And sort of that's what happened to me. Is my back was so bad. It was so bad that I had moments where my whole leg was numb with pain. Like, it was so painful that the pain was numbing, and I had to start hitting my leg to try and feel sensation. Basically went on a real focus on my body and started swimming. Swimming was the only exercise that I could do that was not painful to do. So I did a lot of swimming 2-3 times a week. I actually did swimming for charity. So in 2018, I decided to do a marathon swim for cancer research, and I did that for 2 or 3 years. COVID was the only reason that stopped. It gave me a bit of focus, but I slowed down, and that slowing down allowed me to think more strategically about things. And something amazing happened during me slowing down. I started focusing on my body, started nursing myself better, started resting more. And when I did think about the business and when I did do stuff on the business. It was smarter, it was better, it was more strategic. By the time this happened, we'd got ourselves to 2 or 3 properties, and Kay quit her job at the tail end of 2018, and we were on 4 properties, I think. And then something amazing happened. Started making more strategic decisions, and we went from 3 or 4 properties, and by the time we got to the end of 2019, we had scaled ourselves to about 20 properties, and I was in a position to quit my job. So what the amazing thing that happened there was, by inadvertently being forced to slow down, it was like my body was telling me that I needed to slow down. By me doing that, I wasn't working as hard on the business, but I was being more strategic with every area of my life. And by me getting my body back into place, the minute that my body, the pain started, not getting as bad and started lowering down, I was able to put a bit more focus onto the business. And then my decisions and my strategic thinking was at a whole new level. And that is where the business just went from earning 50k a year in 2018 to making £500,000 worth of bookings in 2019. And that's not a coincidence. That is me slowing down, focusing on my body, and then allowing me to be more strategic with the decisions that I'm making. You've all heard work smarter, not harder, right? It is absolutely true. And having a healthy body is paramount to that. The lesson there really is working harder isn't always the way. Working smarter is much, much better. And your body is the absolute key to starting to unlock that. Someone said to me once, if you want to be successful, go and get a 6-pack. Look, it's not about a 6-pack, right? What it's about go and focus on the things that you need to do to get a healthy and fit body. And they are all the things that you need to be able to have a healthy and fit business, a healthy and fit bank account. A healthy body obviously equals more energy, and more energy equals a better execution within your business, because you're thinking smarter, you're making better decisions. So this hustle culture is a false economy. Grind, hustle. And yes, do you know what? Work hard. But there's different areas of your life that you need to work hard on to make your business really well. Like, working hard on your mind is about clearing your mind. But that's not what this is all about. This one is all about a healthy body. A healthy body will help you lead into a healthy mind, but you need to start with getting your body and your health and everything that you do and put inside yourself to a level that is good for you and gets you to where you want to be in your body. So this hustle culture puts your body into burnout. And if your body goes into burnout, that's where your results will suffer. You can only push yourself so hard before your body gives in. And like I said, that's what happened to me. My back gave in. That then led to sciatica, and it just got worse and worse and worse. My body told me I needed to fix it. If you've not got a healthy body, this always leads to bad decision, brain fog, and ultimately slow progress. We all want to make progress within our business, but if you don't have a healthy body, that will naturally mean that you don't operate at 100%. And to get the best results, you need to operate at the highest possible level that you possibly can. This is always a quote that has always stuck with me, and that's, do not confuse movement with achievement. Don't be a busy fool. Don't run around like a headless chicken trying to get everything done and you end up getting nothing done. You can have anything you want, but you can't have everything. So focus on that one thing that you're going after and do it really strategically and smartly, and look after yourself and look after your body, and you'll have a much, much higher chance of doing that. And, I've proven this with my own results. That's an early point in my business where I've done that. And I'm going to tell you some stories in the future where that comes into play in different points in my business as well, and in my life, where I've looked after my body, including now. Right? I'm looking after my body better than I've ever done now. And the business is taking a whole new different shape. We're planning more strategically, and it just really is moving from strength to strength and going through those levels when it comes to your body and your business. Just circling back to the things that you need to do, or the things that having a healthy body proves, which you also need in business. And those 3 things are consistency, discipline, and delayed gratification. Having a healthy body requires those 3 things. So you need to be consistent in going to the gym. You need to be disciplined in what you do in the gym. And I'm talking about the gym here, but It's consistency in what you eat. It's consistency of when you get up. It's consistency of how you look after yourself. You know, we can go into all of those different details in later episodes. But the point is consistency, discipline, and delayed gratification. Because you can go to the gym for a few weeks and not notice anything. And if you can't deal with delayed gratification, you'll quit, right? And it's the same with business. You do all these things and you don't see any results to start off with. And then eventually you start seeing progress further down the line, hence the delayed gratification. And those three things to achieve a healthy body are paramount skills and disciplines and everything to be able to get a healthy bank account or healthy business. All I want you to do is just really have a think about where your body is versus where your business is. You might be really happy with your business. You might be sitting here thinking, well, I've got a great business and my body is really shit, right? And that's fantastic. Great. You've managed to achieve a healthy business, a great bank account with an unhealthy body. But think about it this way. I am pretty confident that your business would be even better if your body was better. Even if you got lots of money and a great bank account and really wealthy, but I would argue that if you had a healthier body, I think your business would look even better too. So some people can get certain elements of having a successful lifestyle without having the other one. But if you want everything to work in harmony with each other, you need to tick all the boxes to be able to have this holistic approach to life and being able to live life on your terms. This is what I'm doing this all for. The point is you need everything working together to live life on your terms, because I'm on a quest to attract people that believe what I believe and also want to learn with me. I'm still learning. I feel like I've learned a lot in my life. I've got a lot of stories to tell you guys and a lot of things to relate to and a lot of things to teach and to help you guys get to where I am in different areas of my life. I want to share with you the lessons that I've learned and share with you the lessons that I'm learning over the coming weeks, months, and years, because it's about living life as it's supposed to be lived on your terms with strength, energy, and ultimate purpose. And that's my purpose. My purpose is to help you live life on your terms with strength, energy, and purpose. That's my purpose. That's why I get up every day. That's why I've tried to bring the carnivore entrepreneur to life. So let me ask you, have you ever experienced the time in your business where it has suffered because of your body, because you haven't had as healthy body as you wanted to? If your business has ever suffered, please comment below and let me know what that is. Let everyone else know what that is, because I'd love to hear what you've suffered with in the past in terms of your body and how that's impacted your life. And next time, we're going to be introducing the next pillar in having a life on your terms, which is a healthy mind. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll speak to you all soon. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. You are a carnivore entrepreneur. Live life how it was supposed to be lived on your terms with strength, energy, and purpose. I'll see you on the next episode.